guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while since I made a video. I always say this, it has been a while. Yeah, boy, it actually has been a while. But the reason that there wasn't any content is, main reason is because I didn't have a car, to be honest. I'd rather not get into the details of why I didn't have a car, but if you know, you know. If you follow me on TikTok, you know. But yeah, I got another car now, so I'll be giving a review, but I'll give you guys a video of my of the car that I got. So that video will be up in a couple of days time. But as you guys can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about the nightmare driving instructor. So this takes me back to when was that? I think it was 2019, late 2019, when I started my driving lessons. I only passed in April 2022. The reason that it took me that long is because I was actually having breaks in between the driving lessons. So, because in total I actually only had between 28 and 30 hours of driving lesson. I've done an intensive driving course. To be honest, it didn't really feel like an intensive driving course. My driving instructor made it intensive, to be honest. But yeah, the nightmare driving instructor. So basically, first couple of lessons, it was fine. Well, not really, because on the very first lesson, he arrived late. He arrived like 30 minutes late, but he said that's because of the traffic and whatever. I was like, okay. And the thing is, I'm that sort of person that I like to arrive on time everywhere I go. Do you know what I mean? I hate being late, honestly, I really do. So that wasn't a good impression. But I was like, okay, traffic, cool. So yeah, we had a lesson that day. Yep, everything went fine. He wanted to teach me all the controls in the car, and I said, mate, I know all about the controls in the car. Like, I know everything. Do you know what I mean? All I really need to learn is just how to drive it, because I didn't know how to drive it. But yeah, fast forward a couple of weeks. At that point, I was probably, I would say, around 8 or 10 hours of driving lesson. And the thing is, I used to have driving lesson, like I used to have like 2 hours block, sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to have driving lesson for like 2 hours. So, and the price, it started at £25 or 21 or 22, something like that. I think it was 22. But then it went up to freaking 30. I'll tell you why. But yeah, £22, fine. So I paid 44. Yeah, fast forward a couple of driving lessons. 10 hours in, guess what happened? We're leaving Hyde. Right, we're leaving Hyde. We're driving towards. I'm driving towards Ashton. Guess what my driving instructor was doing? I'll give you guys a couple seconds to come up with a comment. What was he doing? Was he eating? Was he drinking? Was he what was he doing? You probably didn't guess it. No, my man was sleeping next to me, and I wasn't parked up. I was driving, right? Only 10 hours in, my man was sleeping next to me. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that. Honestly, my man was not full on sleeping, but he had his eyes closed. And the reason I couldn't tell is because he stopped talking. So I had a little glance at him. My man was sleeping with his mouth open. Do you know what I mean? And the thing that woke him up, I think it was actually cars going past. I think it was a lorry that went past, and the car shaked a little bit. Because I used to drive. Well, his car it was a black Mercedes A-Class. I think it was a diesel, but I'm not entirely sure. But I think it was a diesel. Yeah, I think it was. I'll probably insert a couple clips of when I was in this car. But yeah, My guy was sleeping, literally sleeping while I'm driving. Imagine if I crashed that car. Whose fault would it be? Wouldn't be mine, because I'll be driving unsupervised, and I'll be like, well, you weren't paying attention. Do you know what I mean? And that's not the worst. That's not even worse. The worst thing is, fast forward again a couple of hours, probably about 19 hours in, 20 hours in. I used to drive this guy to a takeaway for him to get fish, chips, and peas. I used to book, right, 2 hours lesson, right, and during those lessons, it would make me drive to Rochdale, right, and at that time I used to live in Oldham. But yeah, it made me drive to Rochdale, made me park up so he could get fish and chips. Fish and chips. Unbelievable. And at that point as well, he increased the driving lessons to £25 or £28. I think it was £28. He increased the driving lessons to £28 per hour. Not 2 hour lesson, no, £28 per hour. I used to look at him like, and he used to offer me, he was like, do you want some? I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, hey, you're supposed to be professional, right? You're supposed to be professional. But Bossman was nothing. Bossman was never professional. Never. First lesson, arrived late. Fair enough. Okay, he was late, traffic. Okay. But that wasn't a good impression. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, my guy used to make me drive to, not just once, twice, on 2 occasions. Yeah, let me just come in quickly. To be honest, there probably was more than 2 occasions. And there was actually a couple of occasions where he used to have a learner in the car. So that learner used to drive to my house. The learner used to jump in the back, and basically we used to use that as a taxi, pretty much. I used to jump in the driving seat and drive his learner driver to his or her house, and then we just used to continue with the driving lesson. To be honest, I guess that's still driving lesson. Even though I'm driving the learner back to their house, I guess that's still a driving lesson, but it shouldn't be happening. I don't think it shouldn't be happening. What if I wasn't a confident driver? Having someone in the back, I don't know who that person is. Do you know what I mean? Like, they could be judging me or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if I wasn't a confident driver. But it shouldn't. I don't think it should be happening anyway. But I don't really know. But let me know what you think. And because I don't really talk a lot, I don't really speak. I don't really stand up for myself, which I should do. But I don't stand up for myself. Or I don't stand up for myself enough. So I heard movement. Let me close the windows actually. Okay. So yeah, I don't stand up for myself enough. Which is something that I need to start doing. But yeah, my man was sleeping during the driving lesson, make me drive to takeaways, and you might be thinking, did it not used to compensate? No, it didn't used to compensate that, because he used to arrive late to my driving lessons. He used to actually arrive late to my driving lessons. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to mention the name of the guy, but he used to arrive late to my driving lessons. So not only he was arriving late, but he was making me take him to takeaways. Do you know what I mean? I was supposed to have 2 hours of driving lesson. I was only having about probably around 1 hour and 35 minutes, I would say, and I'm not even joking. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, an hour and 35 minutes ish. So in my head, I'm like, Not only you increased the price, right, to £28 per hour, so you feel entitled to take the piss, eh? Do you know what I mean? That's what was going in my head. That was going through my head. Do you know what I mean? You increased the price to 28 hours. 28 hours? £28 per hour. So you feel entitled to take the piss now, eh? That's what was going through my head. Man, if I could name and shame, I would actually name and shame him. I'm not even bothered. I still got his number. I'm not gonna tell you what driving school he belongs to because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not doing that. But if you personally want to know, right, let me know, and I'll text you. I'll let you know what driving school it is. But obviously, just because he ended up changing driving schools because I think they weren't paying him enough. So yeah, he ended up because I noticed that when and he didn't even let me know or anything. I don't know if I don't know if he had to even let me know, but yeah. One day I looked on top of the you know, that white thing that says L and whatever. Yeah, I looked on there and I'm like, oh, you changed driving schools? He's like, yeah, I changed driving schools because they weren't paying me enough. In my head, I'm like, but yeah, I'm paying you £28 per hour, and you're making me drive to takeaways. And that £28 didn't even decrease or anything. No, it was firm on that £28 per hour. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, I didn't even bother looking for I didn't even bother doing my research whether it's actually £28 per hour for that specifically driving school or not. And bear in mind, I was doing manual. Well, I got a manual driving license anyway, full license. But yeah, I ended up just sacking him. Yeah, honestly, I ended up just sacking the guy. And I was like 22 hours in. Yeah, I ended up just sacking the guy. I said, I think I texted him saying, what did I even say? I think I probably blocked his number. Yeah, and at that point as well, I had my test booked, so it was hard for me to actually get a driving instructor because most of them were like, we can't take you on because we don't know how good you are and you already got a driving test booked, which I kind of get because obviously if you fail, it looks bad on them. Even though they weren't the ones that taught you how to drive from the beginning. But yeah, I ended up going to a different driving school. I had the new driving instructor. He's a top man. Honestly, he's a top man. I'm actually going to put his details. And the driving school that he works for is called iDrive. I think it is iDrives. I'll put his detail here, not his number, right? Not his number, but how you can find him. I'll put his detail here. I'm not gonna put his number obviously, but I forgot what his name is. Sakib, something like that. But I'll put his details here anyway. So if you're from Oldham, Rochdale, hit him up. He's the guy that you need. He literally taught me everything that my other driving instructor taught me in 24 hours. This guy taught me in like 4 hours. Literally. Stuff that my other driving instructor didn't tell me, he told me. And I passed my driving test first time as well. I passed it first time. Obviously that was because I put the work in as well. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you got a great driving instructor, but if you're not good at driving, then you're not gonna pass, are you? But yeah, I passed it first time in Rochdale. Apparently one of the hardest test centres. I don't know, but passed it first time anyway. And I'm not from Rochdale, and I'm not from Oldham anymore. I lived in Oldham for like a year and a half, I think, and then I moved. I'm not gonna tell you where I moved to, but it's a really nice area where I live. I live in it's a village, countryside sort of thing. It's a nice area, really nice area, posh area. Surrounded by mansions and stuff. obviously the streets where I live, I'm not surrounded by mansion, but if you drive like 5-10 minutes, you literally, all you can see is mansions, like not necessarily mansions but massive houses, like. And apparently there's a footballer that lives there. I've been told by my Uber driver, but I forgot who that is. Well, yeah, I think that concludes it. So yeah, my driving instructor was sleeping, having his takeaway. Oh yeah, when I used to drive into the takeaway, he used to literally eat his takeaway next to me. Literally, while I'm driving, he's munching. Do you know what I mean? While I'm driving, he's there munching. I'm like, wow. But yeah, he took the piss, man. He took the piss. He took the piss. Like, yeah, he took the piss. So yeah, I ended up sacking him. Yeah, because boss man took the piss, man. Yeah, guys, let me come in again. Yeah, even though boss man took the mic, I still thanked him. You know, when I passed my driving test, on that same day, I still thanked him. Because at the end of the day, he still taught me the basis. Do you know what I mean, of how of driving a car, how to change gears, getting a biting point, and whatever. Yeah, so I still thanked him because that's just how I've been brought up. Do you know what I mean? I'm a nice person. Do you know what I mean? I didn't swear at him or anything. No, you know, it was the complete opposite. I actually thanked him. So yeah, I thanked him for for basically teaching me the basics really. So I don't know if I only had lessons with Sakib, um, well, if I only had like, let's say, 4 hours with Sakib, obviously I wouldn't be able to pass my driving test. Doesn't matter how good Sakib is, I probably wouldn't still be able to pass my driving test. So obviously he taught me the basis, and I only had about 4 hours lessons with Sakib, and yeah, I passed my driving test. So, but yeah, back to the video. So yeah, if you guys got any similar, if anything similar happened to you, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of driving instructors are taking the mic now. Some of them are professional, but some of them just take the piss. So if you got any story times like that, let me know in the comment section, and yeah, just let me know. Just let me know. But yeah, guys, that concludes the video. My next video will probably be a tour of my second car. So I won't tell you what car it is now. You will see it when I do that video, which I don't know if it will be tomorrow. I can't promise anything. But yeah, that concludes it, guys. Yeah, the nightmare driving instructor. He was a nightmare, honestly. He was a nightmare. I was paying, and my man was taking a piss. He was taking a piss. He was. Let's be honest. But yeah, guys, until next time. Oh, I got a video idea as well. A challenge. It's a challenge. I don't think I'll be able to do that one, but I'll attempt it anyway, and you guys will find out what that challenge is. But you guys are gonna like it, and you guys are gonna like seeing me suffer as well. To be honest, when I replay that video, I'm probably gonna be laughing at myself as well. But it's a very interesting and funny video. But that'll probably be after my car tour. But yeah, guys, until next time, don't forget to keep up with Milton by liking, subscribing, sharing with all your friends and family and cousins and your grannies and whatever. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on my next one. Bye bye for now. Peace.